Welcome to The Baseline. The 2016 NBA playoffs is ready to start. Let's look at the Eastern Conference right now, starting with last year's runner-up of the finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons. Now, Coach Van Gundy has got this young team gearing and ready to go, eager and biting at the tip of the lip to try to get the Cavaliers and bounce them out in the first round. Jackson will be on fire, and also Drummond to take care of the boards, but I don't see this young team getting ready to move on. It's been 6 years since they've been in the playoffs. And it's been 6 years that LeBron James has been to the finals, 6 years in a row. And I think LeBron James is going to do the same thing right here. He's going to move his team up into another epsilon and play well against the Detroit Pistons. Now, Kyrie Irving, healthy. Kevin Love, healthy. They added a long-range bomber in Channing Frye and better defense. Oh yeah, they moved the coach out after going to the finals, but they moved up the coach who's eager to learn and also ready to enforce defense to LeBron James. We'll see what LeBron James has to do, but I don't see this going more than 4 or 5. Jackson may get on fire for that one game, but that's about it. 4 games, 5 games, it doesn't matter. The Detroit Pistons are going home after the first round. The Cleveland Cavaliers will move on. The Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics, even though their records may not be as close, but they are very dangerous. Both teams. Let's start with the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas at the point position, all-star right there, moved himself in the position to be a reckon to force with in the league, and I see this team being very, very scary. But the Atlanta Hawks are a veteran team. They've been here before. Even though they lost one key of their players, they have an opportunity to go back with their defense. That's right, with their defense. Al Horford will clog up that middle, but the most important thing is the field goal percentage beyond the arc. The three-point percentage, if they knock down threes, they'll walk away with this one in 4 or 5. If not, the Boston Celtics will shock them with their young defense and the way they move the basketball and push this thing to 6 or 7. Either way, I see the Atlanta Hawks moving on. The Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. Tough matchup for the Heat because you don't know what they're going to do if Chris Bosh come back or not. Will he be healthy? Will he be in shape? Will he have an opportunity to help his team out? We know D-Wade will be there and doing everything that D-Wade wants to do on the court. Nobody can stop the guy. He's just too strong in his position, and he has the will to win. Amari Stoudemire, Whitehead will be clogging up the middle, blocking shots, getting rebounds. The percentages of the three-point percent doesn't matter here. If they're making them, great. If they're not making them, they can get to the basket. Dragic can get to the basket. And also, they added a guy from Brooklyn by the name of Joe Johnson, former All-Star, so he has the ability to do things, and he can defend anybody on the other end. But Jeremy Lin, he's got him and Walker going back-to-back. Your turn, my turn, your turn. The key is that you can't forget about your other teammates. If they do forget about the other teammates and make this into a one-on-one point guard, 1-2 guard show, that's when they're going to have problems. They must move the ball around and be effective with everybody. If they don't do so, they're going to find themselves out of the playoffs. I do see Miami winning this one, but it's going to take them 5 or 6 games to do so. Good luck to both of those teams because it's going to be a tough matchup. Last but not least, the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. Paul George, healthy. All-star caliber, put himself in the back position, and he wants to come into these playoffs with reckless abandon. He wants to push his team and also himself to try to move on into the second and third round. You never know when it comes to Paul because he's so very talented. California kid, but he's going to be missing Hibbert in the middle, blocking those shots. Speaking of California kids, got another one, DeMar DeRozan. Both of these guys grew up in the same area, played against each other. They know each other well, but DeMar has an opportunity to be very, very special in this league, and he's doing so. Him and Lowry together, the 1-2 punch, has been doing things up in Canada that hasn't been done in a while. Since Tracy McGrady, the Vince Carter days, they've been elevating their team and also putting themselves in the position to try to be one of the teams in the East that's gearing to knock down the Cleveland Cavaliers. In this game, I see it being very tough. But this series is going to end with the Raptors moving on, maybe in 4 or 5 games. If you have an opportunity to Paul George going bananas, they may push it to 6 or 7, but the Raptors will win this. That's the Eastern Conference right now. The NBA playoffs is getting ready to start. Who do you got? Thanks for watching The Baseline.